Hey everybody, welcome back to Obscurities and Miniatures. For those of you just joining us, today we are looking at the Halloween survivors from Kingdom Death. Now, these did come out, I believe, once upon a time in resin. These are the plastic survivors. Just not a whole lot on the back here, but open it up and voila. Actually. So, inside you have the 4 core survivors, and their names always get me mixed up, and it doesn't really say who's who on here. It does, actually. Zachary. Erza. Ursa, I remember, because it sounds like a magic character. Adam Poots Games. No, Alistair. And Lucy. Okay. So, you've got the suave, evil, demon, debonair looking Alistair, with a very appropriately named name. We have the vaguely Elvira looking Ursa, sorry, not Ezra. We have the kitty boy Zachary, which, yeah, I think he's going to become one of our go-to survivors very soon for looking so awesome. A pumpkin flavored Lucy, and that is all 4 in obviously bases. There were a couple stickers involved. I don't want to spoil them in case you are curious. I'm hoping, I got this last year, it's almost a year later, and I still haven't put them together, so what better excuse do I have than to do them right now? I'm going to start with the most fabulous of the bunch, Zachary, and we will take a look at what he looks like all put together. So, just a quick overview. You've got the head, the 2 toes, you have, I don't know what's going on there. Oh crap, I don't know. Dancing cats going around him? Alright, we'll figure it out. And Beefcake Zachary is all finished. Oh, yeah. I'm actually surprised I didn't put a bigger bulge in his pants there, but, you know, it is what it is. Nice little touch with the lantern hanging off of his tail for his costume. And I just don't think you can get more awesome than that. Except for maybe some of those male pinups. And I've warned everybody on this channel, if you've watched anything, they will be painted and they will be unboxed. He also has these 2 little cats. I was trying to figure out what the hell these were. They're actually little cats that are supposed to be like fawning at his feet. I don't know how they're supposed to go exactly. Probably help if I look at the website, but this guy looks like he's like supposed to be clawing up at him. The other one, I'm not sure if he's trying to stand up or bow on him, but they're both like 3 pieces each as well. So that is Zachariah, and I think since I was just watching old Elvira clips on YouTube, it's time to build Erza. Let's take a look at her parts. So here is Ursa in all her much more traditional Kingdom Death parts. Big, long legs with high heels. I'm actually surprised her chest is 1 part. That's a surprise for a Kingdom Death model. Actually, she's pretty simple to build. She's got... if I can figure out how to attach it, I'm pretty sure the arm is supposed to go kind of like, sort of like that. There's even a peg for it. How easy is that? Look at that. Bada boom. Okay, so that goes there. Legs are gonna go. Oh, my speech is slurred tonight. The legs are going to go nicely slotted in there, and then there's this skeleton bit that I can't seem to keep my hands on. And I'm not 100% sure where he's going to go. Obviously, he's going to go on the base somehow. I'm thinking it's going to be like that, with the head attached. It's kind of flat down here, other than the sprue clip thing that I need to cut off there. So she should be pretty easy to build, and I'm thinking it's supposed to be something like that, like it's reaching up to take her candy out of her bag. So let's get her put together. That shouldn't take too long. And Ursa is about 90% done. So you'll notice she doesn't have the skeleton on her base yet. And that's mostly because it's going to be a real pain to try to do without, you know, her in her dress getting in the way. So basically he's going to be, like I thought, reaching up behind her. She was a pretty simple model to put together. Nothing too complex. Very Halloween-y. I miss Elvira. I loved watching Elvira when I was a kid. One of those early memories I have is of being at my grandmother's house watching old Gamera movies with her hosting and her sarcasm. It was great stuff back then, and cemented my future love of kaiju movies. What can I say? So we're 2 for 2. Let's do the next gentleman. It's time for Alistair in all of his fancy aristocratic salaryman demon mode. So here's Alistair's parts. Pretty simple for the most part, just like the other ones. You've got the main body with one leg attached, this separate leg here, a hand holding the goblet, a hand with, I don't know what's going on, some kind of wispy tendril of something. I'm assuming that's part of one of the spirits. He's got these two spirits floating around him. One of these is going to go on his foot. That is a separate piece on the right. And then we have his head as well. I'm not liking the beard, but you know, we're going for the aristocratic vampire slash demon. Then, you know, I guess the facial hair is appropriate. Anyway, let's put them together. And now Alistair is all finished. So Alistair really gives me a Zato-1 vibe if you played Guilty Gear with his little floaty evil spirit things. I got to clean it up a little bit. I was pretty sloppy and the glue just exploded out. You can see it right there along his neck. The dog seems to be in agreement as he barks at the kids. But yeah, pretty simple construction. And with a model like this, you could totally get away with using him as some kind of an evil, you know, whatever, dark magician. Hell, maybe I'll use him in Frostgrave as a necromancer or an illusionist or something. And then finally, we have the last of the survivors. And you'll notice I did glue his little floaty demon bits, and that is Lucy, who seems to be channeling a bit of Frankenstein, and she's got a lightning bolt and a pumpkin. Okay. Tiny hands. And in typical Kingdom Death fashion, we do need to have a pair of breasts that need to be glued on. So, not surprising. And the hair is a separate piece. So, individual hands. I don't know what this thing is. And the chains go somewhere. And we'll figure it out. It can't be that hard. I don't know if she's supposed to hold the pumpkin. Like she's throwing it? I don't think so, because it's flat on the bottom. Like an indentation where it's supposed to sit on the base, I'm guessing. Alright. Well, I'm going to cut her out, and we're going to put her together, and we'll take a look at how she turns out, yeah? And here you can see Lucy is all done now. So she's definitely rocking that whole Frankenstein vibe. You can see she's rearing up to, I don't know, smack something. Her nose is a bit non-existent. You can see it a little bit better there. Maybe it's just the light that's the issue. So I had a hard time figuring out where to put that chain. It actually went on her foot, and I figured that out. And there is a weird little bit that's on the tongue, and if I am to assume correct, which I am going to always assume I am, it actually is supposed to be the end of the chain, and she is chained to the pumpkin. Maybe she's going to smash it in a sec. So that is Lucy all taken care of. And now we have the full survivor set. Except there's 3. Now there's 4. Minus all the other little bits that go on the base. That was kind of interesting that all of them have some kind of little extra detail floating around. Alistair with his demons, Lucy with her pumpkin, the kitty cat's going with Zachary, and then the skeleton that's supposed to be on Urza's base as well. So a cool little set of models, and hopefully we will see some paint on them once my 10th anniversary survivors show up as well. So if you're curious, hopefully, fingers crossed, these are going to be available again this Halloween. They are plastic, so I don't know why not. We've seen the Twilight Halloween night show up every single year since she first debuted. So I know I'm going to probably finally pick up a plastic one, even though I have a painted resin one, because hey, why not? And hopefully we'll see something else new as well this year, with Halloween just around the corner. So with that said, this is High Lord Tamerlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, and thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.